Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, traders from across the globe. Welcome to my 2918th edition of Short Term Trading Live with Oscar. Traders, if you like these videos, if you're learning from this analysis, join livewithoscar.com. It's absolutely free to you. No credit cards are required. And if you join Live with Oscar, you can come meet me in my free live trading room where I spend my entire life. I'm always there. And usually there's a camera on, but I'm using that camera at this moment for doing this video. If you join livewithoscar.com, just click the registration link. You'll get an email and it will likely go to your spam. Just check spam, unspam the email, come back to livewithoscar.com and join me in my free live trading room. No credit cards are required, kids. Why don't you come join me? It's not going to hurt you. We learn a lot together at Live with Oscar. So, if you join me, fantastic. I hope you do. Traders, what's going on out there? For trading on May 30th, which is Friday, 2025, just remember that trading is risky before we get started. And I was at the Bitcoin convention for the last, 40, 50 hours. I don't know what the number is. I went there early in the morning, like 8 in the morning, and just stayed till 4 in the morning. After parties, there was 1,000 Bitcoin after parties around this town. Really smart this year, crowded with much more sophisticated people. You know, it's gotten smarter. The mining's gotten better, faster, smarter. The products that they offer have become more professional. The whole Bitcoin convention, I give it a round of applause. Fantastic. It's moving in leaps and bounds. They understand it, must have fiat connected to it. It's just doing really well. You know, I have to, heads up to you Bitcoin people. 2, 3, 4 years ago, it was still like talking to people who thought, DeFi everything, the US dollar is worthless, it's dead. Well, you don't know how to value a Bitcoin unless you have a US dollar. They have figured this out, and they're doing much better. And Wall Street's starting to adopt and adapt Bitcoin. It's going to be a fantastic year, probably next year even better. We'll take it one day at a time, but that's why I haven't done videos in the last couple of days. Now, with that in mind, watching the markets today, if you were watching the S&P NASDAQ Russell, then you thought like I did, even though I was working the convention today. If you would have thought like I did, and what I seen was, wow, it looks like the market is definitely going down on Friday from what we seen Thursday. Then I did my analysis and did my OMNI. I'm thinking it's going to go down, and here's what I get. The OMNI remains green. Told me, Oscar, buy the dips. Do not listen to yourself. Do not listen to news, which I never do ever. When OMNI says buy, we buy. When OMNI says sell, we sell. My crazy mind doesn't get involved in these decisions. OMNI says keep buying, so we're going to keep buying. Dips on Friday. Don't know how deep of a dip. We'll see what happens when we get there. But the OMNI says continue buying. Now, we put stops in, and we put them in first. So if we're wrong on a day trade, we're wrong on a day trade. We never doubt the OMNI, so we will be buying decent dips in E-mini S&P if we can get a fill for trading on Friday. Now, what would keep the E-mini S&P buoyant or bullish, even though we had that crazy day on Thursday, which made it seem like it wants to now become bearish? So why would OMNI stay bullish? Well, if we want to move out to how markets work around one another, inter-market analysis, if you will, let's go look over here. One of the things that we need is for the bond market to stop going down and start going up. Got a big refinancing coming from the Fed, you know what I mean? They got some work to do. We don't tell the Fed how to operate. They seem to do well without our opinions. But if the Fed can get the bond market futures to go higher, it will certainly help their refinance because it drives rates lower. In other words, when futures go down, rates go up. When futures go up, rates go down, right? So now that we got a refinancing coming in a month or so, you want this thing to go higher so that the government gets a cheaper refinancing. I have to be honest, I think us mere mortals, we're kind of used to the interest rate the way it is now. It's not so scary. We're not the ones who actually need the rate to come down. I mean, it wouldn't hurt us. But I think the Fed, the government, needs the rate to come down more than we do so that they can do their big refinancing. Once again, we don't tell the Fed what to do. You know what I mean? As long as I've been in the business, they got us through the 87 savings and loans debacle. They got us through the 2001 dot-com bubble, the trade centers smackdown. They got us through 2008. They got us through COVID. You know what I mean? The flash crash of 2012. Seems that the Fed can do what they need to do without our opinions. I just thought I would point out that if the bonds go higher, it would be helpful for the Fed. Certainly for us too, but I think the Fed needs it more than we do. Now, this is a weekly chart, and it held the line, right? Bounced off that line, hit it and bounced. Then went through for 1 week, the red bar. But look, since the red bar, it's back up. It's back in the channel, or I should say it's inside of the formation. And higher would be wonderful. We need more of this. That may be what's keeping Omni buoyant. I don't know. Omni does what it does. I'm just trying to show you what I think's going on out there. Traders, that's about it for now. Thank you for tuning in. And remember, stop sore in. Emotions are out. Traders, put your stops in first before you ever enter into a live position. You'll live a lot longer that way. Join me at livewithoscar.com. I hope to see you there. Best of luck trading on Friday.